Hey everybody, BMFSS here, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about these crazy terrorist attacks that happened in Paris. And I mean, just before you just buy into their story, whatever you're seeing on the news or whatever, you know, go out and seek some information for yourself because I think what you find might surprise you. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to say that it did or didn't happen or did or didn't happen the way that the official story is at the time. But all I'm saying is go out, seek multiple sources of information, and come to your own conclusion instead of letting it be fed to you. But yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Just seek out your own information, make your own conclusion. You know, come to your own conclusion about the matter, as it should be with everything. You know, we've all just kind of gotten used to accepting what they teach us at school and but we all know that it's not always the truth. I mean, Thanksgiving's coming up. The fact of the matter is, this country, the United States government, committed genocide against the Native American people. They didn't go to Thanksgiving dinner and all sit down and have a nice Pilgrims and Indians dinner and all this bullshit. That's not what really happened. It's historical fact, and that's just one small example of the many things that we've been lied to and misled about. The kind of the winner of the war writes history. You know, if other people would have won, then they would be the good guys, and America would have been the bad guys. And you know, just seek out your own information. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about some ways maybe you can improve your game a little bit in Black Ops 3. When I first setting your sensitivity, it's a bit different with the vertical and horizontal sensitivity. Some people I've seen they use a lower vertical sensitivity and a higher horizontal or whatever. You just, it does matter and it is different. So make sure you try different ways and use the water. Use your water. People do not expect you, especially on this map. People do not expect you to be able to jump off the map. They're just not used to it. Like, they know you can. Everybody knows that. But their muscle memory and the where they're used to playing the game, it just doesn't, it's not equipped for that, you know? Like, their natural reaction is that you're not going to be able to jump off the map. So it surprises them when you do. That right there. That saved my life. I would have tried to go the other way, or, you know, like, it's a new form of cover almost that we didn't have before. So make sure you're using that, because it really is a big deal. It really can make the difference between you winning or losing, or especially on this map, because both the spawns are right close to the water, the two main spawn points. So if you play this right, you know, you play the map right, you understand that they're going to be spawning either over there where I just spawned or where I'm headed to right now, or my team just spawned. I mean, they can get pushed out of there, but generally, I mean, you can see where your teammates are at, and you know that they're going to be spawning in one of those 2 points. So using the water, you can get across much slicker, you know, much faster. You can get across the map and get up in their face. And then, like I said, when you're in a gunfight, jump off the freaking map. Jump into the water. There's a lot of cover. They don't expect it. They can't really shoot at you anymore unless they go into the water, at which point you're waiting for them. So I think it's an underlooked element of the map. It is extremely important, and it completely changes the game. I realized it when I think I was watching Sharp talk about it, and he wasn't talking about it in this context, but they were playing. It was like scrims, and they were playing, and he just was talking about the water in general, how it changes everything, and you gotta, you know, you plant the bomb, you gotta check water, and you gotta, you know, and it just made me realize. That's when I had like this light bulb moment, you know. Light bulb came on, and realized how important the water actually is. Like that right there. They never ever expected me to come from the water. So something to think about, you know. Definitely might help your game out a little bit. And another thing, use the RK5. This motherfucker's a beast. It is a beast. The RK5 is an absolute monster. ICR is actually pretty good. It could use a little bit of a buff though. Just a little bit more damage, and it would really be able to compete. But I mean, if somebody is at your same skill level, or it's kind of the same thing with like the variants in the other game. If someone else is using a KN-44 and you're using an ICR, and that range right there, you both hit every bullet, the KN-44 is going to kill you first. And I don't know. That's not cool. If we're trying to balance weapons, then we need to balance that out a little bit better, you know? I mean, in reality, the assault rifles are not that good in this game. They're definitely not as good as the SMGs, the VMP or the Vesper, or... I mean, I try not to use them just because that's what everybody uses, and I don't know. It's more of a challenge to use something else, I guess. But I don't know. That's kind of my opinion on the matter, I guess. I like to use things that other people don't use just because it's more of a challenge rather than using the best guns in the game, or the easier guns to use, you know, the guns that you're more likely to win the gunfight with. Yeah, that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. Use the water. Your water. The water is extremely important. It's a new map dynamic. It changes everything, literally. Changes the entire way they have to play the game, and people aren't ready for it yet. Eventually, that might change, but at this point in the game, people do not expect it. They're not used to it. When you come flying off what they just naturally perceive as the edge of the map, yeah, it fucks them up. So, yeah, that's my tip for today. Y'all have a good day. Love Jesus Christ. You'll be happy, man. Help you out. Seek out your own information. Find it for yourself. It's, never take anybody's word for anything. Later. Love you.